Today, my brothers and sisters in Islam, I will be sharing with you the story of one of the young men amongst the companions of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. This man was unlike many of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ. He was very unknown, Sahabi Maghmur. Not too many people paid attention to this young man. People always try to basically, ignore him. And when I say ignore him, it doesn't mean that, God forbid, the companions of the Prophet ﷺ were involved in any act of subhanAllah and indecency, right? But people used to avoid him, again, not because he was somebody of a bad character, لكنه هذا الصحابي الجليل كان دميم الخلقة. يعني if we translate that into English nowadays, that would mean that this young man did not have any signs of beauty in his appearance, physical beauty. Yani people didn't like looking at him. Tamam. This Sahabi, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with him, he was in nowadays terms, he was homeless. But he accepted Islam in the early stages. Immediately after the Prophet ﷺ migrated to Medina. He accepted Islam, he was young. And he grew up in the homes of the Ansar. So he would sleep one night here and one night here until he became a grown-up young man, a young adult. The name of this Sahabi was Julaybib radiyallahu anhu ardah. You might have heard of this name. Julaybib radiyallahu anhu ardah. The reason why I'm sharing this story, we will find that out inshallah ta'ala towards the end of the khutbah. He had a very interesting story. So this young man, unlike the other young men in the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, as we all know, like Ali ibn Abi Talib, Amr ibn al-As, and so on and so forth, right? He also joined as-Suffa. So he became amongst the 40 to 90 companions of the Prophet ﷺ, like Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu, because he was homeless. Okay, he did not have, basically, people didn't know where he was from or his background, his lineage. يعني لا نسب ولا مال ولا جاه ولا سلطان ولا جمال. يعني this man, the poor guy, يعني subhanAllah, didn't have it all, as they say. He didn't have it all, right? He didn't have wealth, he did not have a place to live, he was homeless, and he was not from any one of those, big shot tribes, as they say. So he joined the companions who were known as Ahl-Suffa, who used to basically stay in the masjid of the Prophet ﷺ in Medina. He used to live there. So one day the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, as he used to always, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send his peace and blessings upon him,